Well, I'm sure by now everyone has seen Hellsing Ultimate, the gruesome, over-the-top OVA series that mostly faithfully adapts Hirano Kota's unique manga. I wanted to specifically address the original Hellsing adaptation because I feel that it's sadly overlooked and extremely underrated. This is truly one of the most slick, stylish, and aesthetically cohesive anime out there. The production values uplift the story tremendously, and it constantly projects this really distinct moodiness that I feel is so rare in anime these days. The grim atmosphere and chiaroscuro lighting really honors old classic vampire films like Nosferatu and Dracula. The color scripts shine with that nostalgic early Digipaint era flair, and the voice acting and sound design are immaculate and immersive. I love the authentic accents and the English dub especially. But really, the part that completely outclasses Ultimate for me, and I think for most people, is the soundtrack. Ishii Yasushi has got to be the most unique composer I have ever heard in anime, possibly in anything. One minute he's using the sound of children laughing as percussion in carnival music. The next he's got jazzy lo-fi beats that put you right into a dingy cigar lounge clouded with cloying smoke. Some songs use whistling, quiet humming, or have women screaming in the background. The lyrics he writes mix a variety of languages. He explores obscure genres like trip-hop, psychedelic jazz fusion, and acid rock, and there's this gritty, worn-out record quality to each track that gives the overall OST this distinct music in the next room kind of sound. It's an extremely diverse and idiosyncratic soundtrack with tons of different instruments and vocal melodies that still feels completely cohesive despite employing such a wide variety of soundscape. The story starts off quite similarly to the source material. The characters are mostly the same, but they feel more realistic and natural here, and their banter and dynamics are a bit sharper overall. However, the character development really isn't quite as good. Halfway through the 13 episodes, it veers off into its own story with an anime original ending. I don't think that the overarching plot is as good as the manga, but it's different enough to make this worth watching, even if you've already seen Ultimate. While the animation isn't that fluid and it's not as maximalist and gory as Ultimate, I love how visually dynamic it is, and personally, I'm such a fan of these production values that this version just looks better to me overall. The original Hellsing anime feels immersive and unique in a manner that unfortunately isn't that common anymore, and I think that even if you're a fan of Ultimate, you'll still find plenty to love here too.